Bethany was enveloped in the heavy silence of grief. Around Lazarus's house, people gathered in whispers, and the weeping of Mary and Martha was heard like an open wound. Lazarus, their brother, a close friend of Jesus, had died 4 days earlier. 4 days in which hope had faded, and death seemed to have won definitively. When Jesus arrived in the village, Martha went out to meet him, her eyes red from crying. "Lord," she said, "if you had been here, my brother would not have died." Her words were not a reproach, but a pain-seeking understanding. Jesus looked at her with a gentleness that penetrated beyond the tears. "Your brother will rise again," he told her. But Martha could not see beyond the grave. Mary also came, falling at his feet, weeping just the same. And at that moment, the scripture says that Jesus was deeply moved. Their weeping became his weeping, because God does not watch suffering from a distance. He feels it with us. "Where have you laid him?" Jesus asked. The people led him to the tomb carved in the rock. A large stone covered the entrance, and the air smelled of death and finality. Everyone knew that no one returns from a tomb that has been sealed for 4 days. "Take away the stone," Jesus said. A murmur immediately rose from the crowd. Martha dared to speak. "Lord, there is a bad odor. He has been dead for 4 days." It was the harsh reality. But Jesus looked her in the eye and said, "Did I not tell you that if you believe, you will see the glory of God?" The people approached and began to push the stone. With a deep sound, the stone rolled away and the darkness of the tomb opened to the daylight. Jesus looked up to heaven and uttered a simple but authoritative prayer. Then he cried out with a loud voice over the tears, over the fear, over death itself, "Lazarus, come out." For a moment the silence was total. The air seemed to stand still. Everyone's eyes were fixed on the dark mouth of the tomb. Then a rustle was heard. Someone or something was moving. A murmur went through the crowd and a few stepped back. From the tomb emerged a figure bound in strips of cloth, moving slowly, as if life were returning with difficulty to that body. It was Lazarus. Mary let out a cry. Martha brought her hands to her mouth. The people were stunned. Lazarus was alive. Jesus said calmly, "Unbind him and let him go." His words were full of peace, as if the resurrection were just a natural part of his work. Death no longer had the final say. And on that day, Bethany understood that where Jesus speaks life, nothing can remain dead.